What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's March 30th, it's my birthday, and the Sacramento Kings have officially clinched the playoffs. Again, it's my birthday, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, but we about to get right into the video. So as you can see from this graphic, the Sacramento Kings are the third seed in the NBA, and they have officially clinched the playoffs for the 2023 NBA season. The Kings have not made the playoffs since 2006, and in my mind, in terms of me watching basketball, the Kings have been a laughingstock of the NBA ever since that point for the most part. They have not made the playoffs, and they have not been a relevant team in the last decade. So for the Kings to do this finally in 2023 and do it in outstanding fashion, being a top 3 seed in the NBA, one of the most consistent teams of this season, it means a lot for their franchise. And I want to unpack exactly how this even became a possibility coming into this season. Last year, the Kings started out 18 for 34. Tyrese Halliburton looked like a more portable player than De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox was having a down season. He was averaging 22 points. He shot 53% true shooting, 27% from the three-point line on 4 threes a game. Things just were not looking great. The question was always between him and Fox in terms of who would really be the lead guard for Sacramento moving forward. Sacramento traded Halliburton instead of De'Aaron Fox, and they doubled down on Fox being their franchise player, trading him for Domantas Sabonis in a blockbuster trade that sent shockwaves through the NBA community. A lot of people hated the trade. They said Sacramento was dumb for the trade. I was one of those people. They absolutely hated the idea of trading Halliburton, thinking that he was going to be a star producer, and the idea of pairing Sabonis with Fox was not going to amount to a winning product for the Sacramento Kings, a team that has not made the playoffs since 2006. After this trade, De'Aaron Fox started to play the best basketball of his career. He averaged 29 points per game, 58% true shooting, 36% from 3 on 6 attempts. He was playing the best basketball of his life. And with Sabonis, you saw the pick and roll chemistry and the way that they could impact the game for a team that had not had that much chemistry and continuity after the trade deadline. As someone who was super down on the trade of trading Halliburton, I couldn't help but watch these Kings games to see what the Kings saw. And after seeing De'Aaron Fox play in that way off of Domantas Sabonis, I really felt like they had a chance to potentially make some noise and be a playoff team this year. Now, did I expect them to be the best offense in the NBA by far, to have the best offensive rating in NBA history, and to be a top 3 seed come April? No, I did not. But that's exactly what the Kings are. For this entire season, if you've watched, they have been the most consistent team in the West outside of the Denver Nuggets, a team that was already expected to be somewhere amongst the top 3 or 4. The Kings were looked at to be another bottom feeder yet again, and instead they're the best story in the NBA. Fox has taken that all-star leap that Kings fans have been waiting for him to take for the last 2 years. Sabonis is even better than he was last year and looks like a winning basketball player with his playmaking, rebounding, and second chance points. Keegan Murray has been producing as a rookie player for the Sacramento Kings, and Malik Monk is also having a resurgence in terms of being that bench player in Charlotte that people thought would have a short career. These players are players that people have forgotten on, gave up on, and were not expected to amount to anything. And instead, this team comes together, they have continuity, they fight for each other, and they're the number 3 seed in the Western Conference, which for the Kings, how long has it been since they can say that they've been the 3rd seed headed into the playoffs? So the fact that they are able to come back since 2006, make the playoffs and regroup and host the playoffs from a home court advantage perspective is an amazing story for the Sacramento Kings. For a lot of NBA fans, what they're going to do is say the Kings are new, they're fresh, they don't have experience, they're not expected to do anything in the playoffs, they might be a first round exit. But when I look at the Kings, I look at it as you're happy to be there, number one, but number two, there's a good chance that you surprise some people. If you've been paying attention to the Western Conference has not been consistent. The Western Conference has been a bloodbath in terms of teams fighting for positioning, injuries to players like Paul George, Kawhi Leonard early on in the season with his low management, Jamal Murray trying to come back into form, Andrew Wiggins missing 32 games for the Warriors. There's just been a lot of things happening at this current juncture. So when you talk about the Sacramento Kings, yes, they have flaws, but guess what? A lot of these teams in the West, for the most part, are unproven or have some other flaw that teams can exploit. For the Kings, the number one flaw you're going to point to is the defense that they play. But they have the best offense in NBA history, and they have one of the best defenses specifically in the fourth quarter. Even though their defense is 25th, I'm not going to try to jazz it up. It's not a good defense, but they're able to play enough defense to win games. The question is, does it translate to the playoffs? I said coming into this season, the reason why I had faith in Sacramento is the hope that I saw from De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis as a two-man combination last year during the regular season, and also the addition of Mike Brown, a coach from Golden State, my team, that specifically was able to institute offensive principles for one, but also command the locker room and gain the trust of those guys. And if you're in a playoff series, trust between your star players, your head coach, and your role players as a unit has to be there if you want to stand any chance of having actual success in the playoffs. The Kings have a lot of continuity in terms of their entire roster. For most of the year, they have not been injured, so they've been able to actually go out there, play and produce. De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis together have had all-star campaigns. Sabonis has been easily one of the best playmakers in the NBA. De'Aaron Fox has been one of the best clutch shot makers in the NBA. He's been sensational in terms of taking over games, and they've just been consistently rolling over teams from the start of the season all the way to the end. And the funny part is we've seen a lot of teams at one point hold the best record in the West, but the Kings have been consistent even when people said at the start of the season that they would fall off and we were being fooled. We're not being fooled, we're lighting the beam.
Kings fans here, they want to see a beam.
Overall, I'm just excited for playoff basketball, even beyond the Kings. Like, this moment for them in terms of being able to get into the playoffs and play against these teams in the West is going to be tough, because a lot of these teams in the West are injured teams that are just getting healthy. You have a lot of teams that have playoff experience that just have not had a great regular season. It's up in the air, and I think the Kings are a great story, and for a season that can be up in the air, why can't the Kings be that team that surprises everybody in the playoffs? It's possible, right? So that's something that I always hone in on when I'm looking at teams in the Western Conference, because everything is so close. And again, no team has really proven anything in terms of this season and in terms of potentially being able to win outside of the Golden State Warriors. And to their credit, they are not fully healthy. Andrew Wiggins is not there playing, so they can be beaten just like the Kings can be beaten, just like the Clippers can be beaten, just like the Denver Nuggets, who are the number one seed, by the way, can be beaten. So I'm very excited to see how this plays out. I promise you, we have more videos coming for the playoffs and things of that nature. But just for a minute, let's just accept and embrace the greatness of the Sacramento Kings for this season. To their fans, I appreciate you guys for riding so hard for your team over the past decade. To them, it means a lot, and I'm happy that you get a chance to have this moment. But overall, playoffs are coming up, so we got some more NBA content videos to break down and things to get out to you guys. But again, it's my birthday, so if you made it this far into the video, again, comment, wish me some happy birthday wishes. Let me know exactly what you're thinking about the Kings. Are they good enough this year? Do you think their core with De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis can win moving forward? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, people.